Have you ever injured yourself doing something so ridiculously simple that you almost didn't want to tell anybody? Because that's exactly what happened to me this morning. All I did was reach for a water pipe. That's it. I didn't have a dramatic fall or lift anything heavy. I simply reached and my back said, absolutely not. 1 minute I was fine, and the next I was moving like I'd aged like 45 years in 5 seconds. Normally, I would push through. That's just who I've always been. But one thing I've been learning is that sometimes your body isn't asking you to be stronger. It's asking you to sit the hell down. The only problem is life doesn't always stop because your back does. These chickens don't know I threw my back out. Ollie doesn't know either. They still wake up expecting breakfast because they depend on me. They don't understand injuries or excuses. They just know I'm the one who shows up every morning so they can eat. So I did what I had to do. I fed the chickens, I fed Ollie, and then I just made a deal with myself that everything else could wait. The yard will still be there tomorrow. The weeds aren't going anywhere. Whatever didn't get done today will get done another day until this back heals. As I was slowly making my way across the veranda, one of my neighbors saw me. I guess I wasn't doing a very good job pretending I was okay because they yelled across, "What's wrong?" I told them I pulled a muscle in my back. They looked at me for a second and said, "You need anything done around the house? You need something to eat? I can bring something over." And then they laughed and said I was walking around like somebody's grandmother. Now, I laughed too because honestly, they were not wrong. But underneath that joke was something bigger. It was care and community. It was someone paying enough attention to notice I wasn't moving like myself. And that's something I've experienced over and over again here in Jamaica. Like, people notice and they check on you. They ask if you're okay. Not because they have to. That's just because that's who they are. Coming from a culture where so many of us are used to hearing, "You'll be fine," or "just push through it," or "pop an aspirin," it feels different when somebody immediately asks, "What do you need?" Now, don't get me wrong, I have had that type of support in Las Vegas, but I'm speaking in general terms. Sometimes the greatest gift isn't that someone fixes your problems, it's just knowing you don't have to carry everything by yourself. And today reminded me, again, that this community is priceless. Maybe that's one of the biggest blessings that I've found since moving here, especially being so new. Yes, my back hurts, and I'm moving slower than molasses today. But I'm also surrounded by people who genuinely care whether I eat, whether I need help, or if I'm just okay. And that to me is wealth. Not the kind you find in a bank account, the kind that you find in people. So today I'm giving myself permission to rest without any guilt. The animals have been fed. I'll feed them again as the day goes on, or maybe my neighbor will. The essentials are done. All the other things, all the other chores can just wait because healing myself is productive too. And if I'm being completely honest, knowing that my Jamaican community has my back while my own back is out, there's something really poetic about that. Have you ever had a moment when complete strangers or people who weren't family or people who don't know you very well showed up for you exactly when you needed them? I love to hear your story. Thank you for listening. Love, health, and wealth. Peace.